Hey ladies and gents, SpoonyPizzas here. Today I'm going to be reacting to EA Sports FC 24 official gameplay deep dive. So we're going to get straight into this right now and just take a look and see what's going on here.
Welcome to EA Sports FC 24. My name's Timsy and I'm joined by two experts from the development team behind this year's game, Sam and Cancho.
Ooh, Timsy.
Guys, welcome.
Hey, excited to be here.
Hey, what's up?
Today we'll talk about the trinity of technologies delivering this true to football level of authenticity. Hypermotion V, Playstyles, and the revolutionized Frostbite engine.
Revolutionized Frostbite engine. Looks very similar to what I've seen already from past FIFA games, but okay.
So let's just go straight into it. It feels like we have to start with Hypermotion V. So tell me, what's the V about? What's new this year?
V stands for the volumetric capture technology. It's a game changer because this is one of the biggest gameplay innovation, and I think the best way to talk about this is to show it.
That's all very well, but the last few times we've seen Hypermotion, they've literally stripped it out in the first patch in the last two iterations of FIFA.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
Remember that goal from Haaland against the Dortmund in the Champions League last year? We now have exactly the same motion in our game.
Oh!
It's Man City, so I don't watch those. Just joking.
Can you believe what we've just seen?
Wait, that is actually incredible.
That looks identical to FIFA 24. What is the difference? Honestly.
In our game.
Oh, can you believe what we've just seen?
Back.
Wait, that is actually...
So, I mean, nothing's changed. Nothing looks any different to me from a visual point of view. Visually, it looks really good. But it still looks the same as FIFA 24.
Actually incredible.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go from the real-world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
This has been a dream of ours for many years, having the ability to get motion capture directly.
Let's just take a look at this again. It's actually Kevin De Bruyne outside of the phone. Just watch the speed of this. I don't know if they slow it down, but it just looks a little bit slower than what we've seen before.
Dream of ours for many years, having the ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions. That's been a dream.
Well, how is that even possible?
There is a set of cameras in the actual stadiums all around the pitch, and with these huge matches played in front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture the exact player motion that happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football, it's in the game. That is incredible. But will these new animations be everywhere across the game?
Absolutely. We're talking about passes, shots, talking about tackles. We're talking about hundreds of new, never-before-seen animations.
Hold up a second. You're telling me they got cameras all around the stadium for, I don't know, thousands of different players, and you're telling me that you've only got hundreds of animations. Surely if there's that many players being captured to be put in the game, I don't know, I just don't think that's believable. I can understand they pick out the top players for only a few, hundred animations, but I don't think it's going to be like all players. There's no way. You'd be talking thousands of animations instead of hundreds.
Movements that are even more authentic to the football than ever before.
Especially those world-class actions that only a top player in a competitive match could possibly perform.
Grealish, it's in!
See, that looks slowed down again. Yeah, it looks deliberately slowed down just to give a different effect to the viewer of this. So I think they definitely slowed that down. Just seems like it went in slow motion for a volley as well.
A well-taken goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
So if Hypermotion V uses volume...
Graphically, it looks identical. Even from the close-ups now that I'm seeing, the pitch looks tremendous. It just feels like they're stuck with the Frostbite engine in terms of how they can improve it graphically. The only thing they can do now is add more animations, but hundreds of animations is not enough. We need thousand new animations. For a yearly release, I just don't think it's sort of good enough from what they're talking about.
Volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League and the Women's Champions League. Does that mean these top players are more authentic in the game this year?
Absolutely. Think of Haaland at a full sprint, right? Nobody in the world moves like him. And this year, we can take his volumetric data to create his running style with more authenticity than ever.
And even more, thanks to Hypermotion V, we essentially gone from a couple of dozen signatures.
To be honest, previous years versus FC 24, the difference is barely noticeable. It really is hard to tell the difference. Like, you're not going to notice that on the pitch, I don't think. The slight subtle changes in his running style. Okay, his arm's slightly out wider there, if you look at the left image to the right image. But really, you can notice that much on the pitch? Probably not all that much. But it's a nice touch nevertheless.
Signature run styles to over 1,200.
And with this real world data, it just makes every player unique. And that's what's going into the game. So you play like Man City versus Liverpool, every player is going to be running a bit different.
Absolutely sensational!
That's right. It's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone on the pitch.
Wow. So what you're telling me is Hypermotion V affects Lengthy now.
Lengthy is back, absolutely. With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice as many acceleration archetypes, which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
Bro, PES, for the longest time possible, has had multiple, until eFootball, forget eFootball, but PES, the series, has had different run styles, arm movements, leg movements for years. I'm literally talking years, maybe going back all the way to PES 3, PES 4, whenever that was made. So the fact that, EA are actually only addressing this now just shows you how far behind they are. And they need way more than this. They need way more to actually get anywhere near the sort of animation and different run types. We need more. Every player should be like, everyone runs differently. Everyone, from hand movement, arm movement, to the way you run. Yeah, it should be completely different. You should have way more different run styles.
That is incredible. And that's just the first big technology powering authentic gameplay in FC24. I know we could talk about it so much more and in great detail, but we have to move on. So let's talk about tech number 2. Tell me about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't always explain the things that great players are able to do on the pitch. Imagine Trent's signature whip crofts, or the way that Vinny takes on defenders with his dribbling, or even Sam Kerr's instinctive style of finishing. So the playstyles really represent those signature abilities, adding that new dimension to the game that goes beyond just the ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles will have 2 tiers, Playstyles and Playstyle Plus. So the Playstyles are the signature abilities that make players unique, and the Playstyle Plus takes these signature abilities from special to spectacular.
Amazing. And where did these playstyles actually come from?
Just like Hypermotion V.
You mean, where did the playstyles come from? PES. PES had playstyles before FIFA. But it is good that they are adding these features. I could say, the better run styles, PES has had that for ages, but they do need to incorporate these aspects into FIFA, and it's good to see they're learning to say, okay, where do we fall behind in terms of past decent football experiences. So whilst I'm a little bit critical that they're only addressing this now, it's good that they're putting this in the game, and it's only going to make for a better game. And at the moment, eFootball 2023 going on 2024 doesn't look to be that spectacular, so we need something. We need a football game. I'm not holding my hopes on this, but I'll give my full thoughts at the end of this video.
We are using real-world data to power our playstyles, and we've partnered with Opta to inform certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
I really like that. I love the fact they're teaming up with Opta. That's a really good move from EA Sports. Sorry. And I really do think that's going to definitely boost the way this game is going to be developed. And linking in with someone like Opta is going to give them far more accuracy in terms of players and their stats and the abilities they're going to have.
Great. So what sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people will want concrete examples from you, Sam.
Well, there's so many examples to take off. I really prefer to have players who have a defensive playstyles. And those playstyles will unlock a stop ball tackle, a new feature that we introduced in FC24. Players who will have these playstyles will be able to perform a stop tackle motion. It's an action that will cleanly dispossess the opponent and perfect opportunity to take the counterattack and take the lead.
And if you have the...
I'm not seeing much difference there. It's a slide tackle is a slide tackle. I think, come on, stop trying to oversell it.
Free kick specific playstyle, so that's going to give you that longer guiding line so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go and you can hit it into the top bins more regularly.
Or the power shot. Power shot is a new mechanic we introduced last year, and this year the power shots playstyle really elevates this. You get faster to the ball, you shoot like a rocket. That's my favorite.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta admit, the power shot being implemented last year based on something that they copied from eFootball, but it's implemented way better than eFootball did. eFootball did it really well at the start, but then it just didn't seem to have much use going forward. But this in FIFA feels like it's got a real nice balance, and hopefully EA Sports FC 24 can further improve this, especially with the, like I say, the Playstyles Plus. I really like the idea of that you can have these playstyles, but they can be even more spectacular and better. So I'm really looking forward to seeing just how well the Power Shot Plus is. I'm going to be signing all my midfielders to have Power Shot Plus, making sure they've all got that in their locker.
That is amazing. How many playstyles are there? Do you have a number?
In total, there are 34 brand new playstyles in FC24, and they cover every aspect. And what I love about the playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more unique, and equip them with their true-to-life tendencies and signature abilities. Try to guess if someone has a power header, acrobatic shot, and power shot. Who is that?
I think it's your favourite player, Haaland, right?
Haaland.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
But this isn't in just one phase of the game, right? It's throughout attacking, defending, in midfield, everywhere.
Absolutely. Like, for example, the finesse shot with Son, rapid dribbling with Vinicius Jr., tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham, Marta and Trinity Rodman both has a great playstyles combination for both dribbling and finishing. Basically, all your favorite players will have a unique combination of the playstyles that truly defines who they are.
So, are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs. They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career to make your player play just the way you want them to.
Okay, so this is obviously the player career mode. You got your player's name, their position, the overall rating. Obviously, you can level your player up, as we're well aware of. Then you got 2 Playstyles Plus and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Playstyles. I wonder if you can increase those, increase the amount you've got, or whether that's it.
They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs.
Oh my god. Okay, so on the left hand side we got 2, so there is just 2 playstyle pluses and 6 playstyles. On the right hand side we've got finishing, passing, defending, ball control, physical, and goalkeeper. And then obviously you've got the different ones you can choose. So this one here, this is Power Header Plus, performs headers with maximum power and accuracy. So that's pretty cool. I do like the idea of this. I do like how this is gonna build your player career. Hopefully you can actually assign these to players that you sign in career mode, but I imagine you can't. But that's what they should do. They should have a feature where you can, train up young players and assign these playstyles to the player. If that's possible, that's going to be real good going forward for the career mode.
Clubs that help you create that.
Tiki-taka Plus execute difficult first-time ground passes with even greater accuracy, using back heels when contextually appropriate. Short distance ground passes are exceptionally accurate.
Perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career.
Okay, so we've still got the 3 tiers of personality, very similar to what we saw in FIFA 24.
Make your player play just the way you want them to.
Amazing. So, I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but I would want the trickster playstyle plus, I think.
It's the bruiser playstyle plus for me.
You don't look like a bruiser though. You're a lovely man.
I just want to smash people. Nobody's getting by me.
Well, that brings us to our third in the trinity of technologies this year. What can you tell the people about the revolutionized Frostbite engine?
So, as people have noticed throughout this deep dive, the world's game has never looked better than it does this year.
I have not noticed a single difference to FIFA 24, if I'm being totally honest. Other than the cinematic intro bits, they look slightly better. But yeah, well, not better, but just different.
The game looks amazing. The players' bodies, their faces, the lighting, the pitch, even the way
I mean, Edison's scan looks really good there, but the difference between that and FIFA 24, minimal.
fabric on the kits wraps and moves around the players. There's so much more detail and realism in the visual.
Yeah, you're just not going to see that when you're playing the game, let's be honest. Not unless you go into the replay function, but, who's looking at whether the kit's moving? You're watching the ball, you're watching the players kick the ball.
Experience we bring in this year, and there is something that I've never seen before.
Amazing. I know we want to save a bit of these details for the presentation deep dive.
But hopefully, what we've shown already has started to get people excited.
Well, I certainly can't wait to start playing, and thank you both so much for taking us through Hypermotion V, Playstyles, and of course, the revolutionized Frostbite engine.
Well, I was hoping from a move from FIFA 24 to EA Sports FC 24, maybe a possibility of a new engine, maybe some new graphics, maybe it looking slightly different, maybe it looking like it's going to play much different. But I think we're going to get very much a FIFA 24.1 version by the look of it, just called something different, and obviously the licenses associated with that. Okay, that's all for me from this video. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm just going to let this play out, and yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you excited? Do you just think it's more of the same? But for me, it looks like more of the same. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I didn't mind FIFA 24. I will be buying EA Sports FC 24. Never going to get used to saying that, by the way. And we'll see what it's like, and I'll be giving you my thoughts as we go. Okay, that's pretty much it for me, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.
Been a true pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Timsy.
We'll see you back soon for more deep dives. Welcome to the club.